Were you ever around snow when you were a kid?
Hey, we went on a couple vacations where I saw snow.
Like in Northern California or?
No, like we went to Canada.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
They let you in Canada?
Yeah, and back out of Canada.
Losers.
Should have just stayed there.
Yeah. Do you ever have like a snowball fight? Like, do you ever have like a bad experience with any of that stuff?
No.
Good experience?
No, I did like, what's it called? Saucering.
Oh. Like sledding?
Yes, but on a saucer.
That's cool. I never got to do that.
It's pretty sweet. I guess that was in Northern California. That wasn't in Canada. But no, I never, I'm sure we had a snowball fight, but it wasn't like a positive or negative experience. It just kind of was.
Any snow experience whatsoever? Not cocaine. Like
plenty of that.
I was just wondering because you mentioned taking the UFO down the snow like that. I took a big wheel down once.
Down the snow?
Yeah. I had a friend that lived in the Wallapies in Kingman. There's Wallapies in the mountains, and they used to get snow notoriously, and he had a cabin up there. And we didn't have anything like that to slide down the snow. So we used his big wheels. You know, the little plastic.
Was it a Smurf's big wheels?
I think it was a Barbie.
Oh,
I had a Barbie. He had an orange one.
I had a Smurf one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty damn fun. Pretty damn stupid.
I mean, it teaches you a lot, right? Nobody knows how to drive in the snow or ice. So you were kind of learning at a young age how to not do it also.
I think I was learning how physics work.
Not well.
Yeah, because like doesn't everything just kind of hit a certain speed when you're going downhill or like when you're falling?
Yeah.
Because I think I hit that speed and then there's a turn in the road.
I think it's called gravitational pull.
It's something.
Although there's friction and slope that would change that speed slightly.
Because I did not make that turn.
I can't believe I did so poorly in physics that I remember any of that stuff.
Well, have you seen yourself?
I do. Every day. In the mirror.
Do you have any cool winter stories then?
No, because like I grew up in Northern California. Winter doesn't exist. I mean, you know, I had friends that went up to Tahoe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I never did snow stuff. Like I said, saucering. We've had interesting snow stuff. Like we were in the biggest snowstorm in Western Canada once when we went up to see a hockey game.
And you survived?
We changed a tire in the snow on the New Jersey Turnpike once.
Well, there you go. Let's hear that story.
So.
No, we're all right.
Oh.
Well, does anybody die in it?
No, but surprisingly, no.
All right. Well, I was hoping, you know, winter stories would go somewhere. I almost died on a mountain, but.
I mean, the only negative part to that story is that it was almost.
Huh? You like surfed a nor'easter or something like that? That all you had?
Yeah, that's about it.
Pretty good. Do you believe in Santa?
No.
Not Claus, but the guy lives down the street that if you like give him 10 cents, he'll like touch your privates.
Oh, I believe in him, but I don't go to him. We actually had a regular Walter Station that was a Santa that got hired for the Christmas season and also doing summer Santa events and stuff. Like he looked exactly like Santa. People would refer to him as Santa instead of his real name. In fact, I don't even know if I remember his real name because everybody called him Santa.
There's a hot Santa going around right now on who's it for? Is it for Amazon or something? Or it's like a progressive commercial or something. I would look it up, but I don't know if I want to Google hot Santa.
Is it the one where he's like curling a Christmas tree?
It might be. He's like
Target.
It's Target. Yeah, that's making the rounds. So, what do you think of hot Santa? Target Santa.
I feel bad that Santa has been assumed to be fat and jolly all these years. Like
he'd have to be in shape if you think about it.
Let's be honest. How are you going to get down a chimney being 400 pounds?
How are you going to ride 8 tiny reindeer into submission?
I don't think that's what he was doing.
Mm-hmm. That's a different podcast.
Do you have any Christmas candy you like? Because I'll tell you right now that I'm super excited it's Christmas because there's one candy that seems to only come out at Christmas.
Peeps.
No.
Wrong holiday.
Yeah.
Same God.
Did you say Doc Holiday?
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Pie.
Or I'll be your pallbearer.
See?
Paul Blart.
Nice.
That's a shout out to one of our earlier episodes from season 1.
Surprised you remembered it.
Have it written down.
Anyways, the mint M&Ms come back during Christmas.
Oh, you have been waiting for this.
It
I
makes me
think you
so
brought
happy.
this up like months ago.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I get so excited about it.
Could you pretend maybe this podcast is a mint M&M?
I could, but I wouldn't get as excited as I do about actual mint M&Ms.
All right. You want to get us through the beginning here?
Not really.
You don't want to sign us off or anything? Or sign us in?
Bah humbug.
Perfect. Welcome to Hang Out with your Slangout.
I'm Matt Kringle.
Ho, 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 no. Oh, I didn't do that right. Ho, ho, no. Is that right? Is that better?
I actually liked it better the first time.
Oh, no. No. Oh, my goodness.
That's what happens when Santa comes down the chimney and sees an AK-47 pointed at him.
That's when the test results come back from the holiday prostitute. Oh, no. Anyways, welcome to Hang Out with your Slangout.
Anyways, I feel like during the holiday season, and I don't know what flavor you would make these, but they should do a holiday version of Pringles, and they should call them Crisp Pringles.
Number one, gross. But number two, super clever. They should at least change.
It's not necessarily gross. Like, what if they did like a rosemary version of it?
No. Just do a holiday can and change Mr. Pringle to Christ Kringle or whatever you just said.
Chris Kringle?
Christ Pringles.
Crisp Pringle?
I kind of like Christ Pringles for a band name.
Yeah.
I'd love to be the lead singer in Christ Pringles. Sour cream and chive Crisp Pringles. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So you have a word for this?
You gonna let me pick the word this time?
Well, I mean, you wanted to do the holiday episode. Well, I guess we wanted to do the holiday episode, but I haven't looked to see a word that would fit yet.
Yeah, we were lucky enough that this week's word actually comes out on the holiday, so we're filming this pretty early because we're going to be busy opening presents.
Well, no.
I mean, first you could give me a hint what you get me this year.
We're going to be, I can give you a big hint. It's nothing.
I got to look that up. I'm not sure if he means the nothing. Nothing Arizona? You got me tickets to go see Nothing Arizona?
Nope. I didn't even get you the smartphone made by the company Nothing. Didn't they make smartphones?
Nothing?
Yeah. Or is that Elon's company?
It's going to be. All right. I don't know. We've used up some good words that would be perfect for this episode. So we had to dig deep for this one. So I'm going to give you get a pick. I'll give you two things and you pick which one we should roll with.
Okay. Neither.
Okay. Neither that's the region of your.
No, that's nether. Go ahead.
Okay. So that's not where you go when you die?
No.
Okay.
Also, nether is not the word that you place in front of ball when you have a ball on a string that you hit around a pole. That's tether.
I like neither. Neither ball sounds better. Or nether balls. Nether balls is my new band name. So I can't have all these bands. You gotta have one of them at least, right? All right. I was looking up a couple ideas for kind of a holiday theme. There's not a whole lot out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I found a couple things that are making the rounds. Jingle Bomb or Snow Job.
Jingle Bomb?
Bomb.
Or Snow Job.
Yeah. So I'll let you pick which one and then we'll go with what we can find out.
And then we'll go with the opposite one because you always pick the wrong word.
Isn't that you though?
Huh?
Isn't that you?
That's what I was saying.
You always pick
This was me talking to you.
Oh, okay. You
talking to me.
Talking to you. Talking to me what I thought you might say if I was going to say it. Yeah, I nailed that.
I think I want to go with Snow Job.
You're just like a frisky snowman, aren't you?
Gross.
Okay, I'll have you.
Also, wouldn't it immediately melt? Continue.
So it is like M&M's candy. No wonder you like the mint M&M's. Snow Job melts in your mouth, not in your eyes. Oh, sorry about that. Got a little.
Is this a coconut flavored snow cone? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And the camel says, "I can't spit that far." Snow Job, act of deception. I think it's a G.I. Joe character. I didn't like G.I. Joe, so I never got that deep into his mythos or anything. And my favorite for the holiday, snow job, is doing blow. Well,
Wow.
it's cocaine.
Sure.
Because, I blow all the time, but it's got nothing to do with coke.
The second two, one, if it actually is a character, that's easy enough to get. Okay.
Gotcha.
Doing blow makes perfect sense. Sure. I mean, not really if you ever watch anybody do it, but the act of deception I'm interested in. I need like examples. The slang term snow job is a noun that means to attempt to deceive or persuade someone using flattery or exaggeration. Stupid tiny screen. It can also refer to a long and elaborate misrepresentation or cover-up. For example, you might describe someone's attempt to convince you that your dad ate the last ice cream when you actually did it as a snow job.
Which I think not that I did that for my dad, but I think we've all been accused of that.
Yeah.
Pulling a snow job on somebody.
Here are some examples of snow job in a sentence. They'd been promised a big return on their investments, but all they got was a snow job.
That sounds so like 80s Wall Street movie kind of.
Well, because of investments.
Yeah.
Because that's what 50% of 80s movies were about.
I thought they were like you couldn't dance in high school, and then you get a girl pregnant and you'd have to leave town because the preacher father would come after you.
Peter tried to give the officer a snow job about an emergency at the hospital, but he got a speeding ticket all the same.
Can I just say, I just stop you there for just a second, and snow job sounds could be a little dirty, right? Why is the guy's name Peter? Couldn't they pick another name? Like,
I'm not worried about that.
Richard's right there. You could just go with Dick.
Same.
Okay.
I'm not worried about that so much as when you say it in a sentence and you say, tried to give the officer a snow job, and the thing that it rhymes with, you can't help but think that that is what snow job means and not what snow job actually means.
Disco Rob?
Yes.
Okay.
My boss did a snow job on me to get me to take on that project. Oh, interesting. You ready for this?
Okay.
The term originated in the military during World War II and is thought to allude to the idiom snow under. The earliest known use of the term was in 1943.
Oh, wow. Hey, knowledge is power, dude.
Knowledge is power.
Can you think of any good snow
other terms that came from 1943?
Yes.
Yes,
no, can you
can't say them on the air.
Can you think of any famous snow jobs in a movie?
So when you tried to pull one over on somebody, basically, right?
The whole first act of like Empire Strikes Back.
Sure. Yeah.
Total snow job, dude.
Total snow job. Now, you're not just saying that because they started on Hoth, right?
No, Woody does that Yeti Wookiee thing.
Yeti Wookiee.
The thing that hangs him up and then he has to like chop his wiener off to get out of the cave. Total snow job.
Mm-hmm.
Or what Han Solo has to do to the tuk. What the hell are those things called?
It's neither of those things, but yes, the thing where they have to cut him open and sleep inside him.
Why can't I remember the name of that thing? It's not a tut.
It might be a tuk, but it's definitely not an AT-AT.
AT-AT's the two-legged walker, right?
Yeah. Tauntaun.
It was a
Tauntaun.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ain't nothing like Luke Skywalker inside a Tauntaun, if you know what I'm saying.
Gross. But
No?
also that should be a definition on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. Things that sound dirty that aren't dirty.
I mean, it was a little dirty, but dirty isn't like gross.
It's just because of the way I said it. So what do I look up? Do I look up snow job slang stuff, or do I need to look up the
you can
name
look
of that?
up you can look up that thing while I think of another reference, because I thought of one. Do you remember the movie Cocktail?
Oh yeah, that was just on the other day.
The Australian guy. But anyways, he pulls a complete snow job over on Tom Cruise.
Exactly. And can I say, that is one of the worstly acted Tom Cruise movies I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
He's a good actor. He's awful in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. He really, really is.
Yeah, here's all the snow jobs.
It's probably why Elizabeth Shue left him.
Yeah. My buddy had a real crush on her back then.
Yeah. He would watch nothing but Karate Kid and Cocktail. And
Karate Cock. He used to get mixed
Back
up
to
all
the
the
Future
time.
2.
Oh, Adventures in Babysitting. Classic.
I want to know, though,
Mhm.
I know that you're not going to post the definition on the episode, but how many times that may have happened
Mm-hmm.
where there's a word now or a phrase now associated with it. The 2001 tuck rule shenanigans that overturned a Tom Brady fumble and allowed the Patriots to force the game to overtime and eventually win. The Raiders should have gone to the Super Bowl that year. The snow job was the most gut-wrenching officiating decision in playoff history.
I remember that was pretty ugly.
It was pretty ugly, but also at the same time,
Don't you stick up for them dirty Patriots. They got
I'm not sticking up for
Raiders got robbed. That was back when Jerry Rice was on it.
Yeah, I know, but I will always hate everything about the Raiders.
Even Jerry Rice?
When he was on the Raiders.
That was the best years. They got the best year. No, I can't even finish that sentence. Sorry, Mr. Rice. Okay. Snow job. I might actually use this. I don't think I've ever used it for real. And who are we kidding? It's not technically super holiday-ish.
It's not really holiday-ish at all.
I would have called the snow job being
I think you could say Kevin McAllister kind of got a snow job.
Yeah. Okay.
Or his whole family left him and went to Paris.
Or you could say he gave the two bad guys a hell of a snow job.
Sure.
And they returned for a second movie full of it.
Yeah, I get it. Well, like what else was he going to do? Voice Kevin Arnold?
Well, I don't know.
Not Joe Pesci, the other one.
Why can't I remember his name?
I don't know. I
love that guy too, and I can't remember his name.
We'll get there eventually.
Daniel something. Joe Pesci and Daniel Bernard.
No.
Daniel Rorschach. I don't remember him doing many movies after that.
I mean, he was in City Slickers.
Oh my God, I have to watch City Slickers.
God damn it.
Let's hear it.
Daniel Stern.
His last name's Stern?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember it being Stern for some reason.
I don't think I'll use it. And it's just because it sounds dirtier than it needs to.
You think so?
I think so.
I could see you calling like literally like, hey, go move go scrape the snow off the front lawn or something. You'd be like, oh, that's a snow job.
I'm trying to think of some real world snow jobs.
It is not the right time to be throwing out real world ones. We have the biggest snow job in history, but we can't talk about that anymore.
Here's the tough time I have with it is now that we've said it so much in this episode, I actually have a different phrase for it that I've used in the past.
Okay.
And I don't remember what it is because we've said snow job so many times now that I don't remember what it is.
I know I've heard it used probably in a movie or TV show before, like where they would have called like that. Well, that was a snow job. They got you. Might even been in a cartoon that would have used that, like maybe an old Warner Brothers cartoon.
Maybe. Did originate in the 40s.
That does. It kind of sounds like all those old guys like, yeah, copper, I'm gonna get you. You're gonna give me the snow job. Yeah, pretty good, right?
Perfect.
Yeah. Was job in the name of it?
I think it's just
like
jobbed.
Like a screw
I don't
job?
think. No. I think I just said jobbed.
Really?
Like if you got jobbed, it meant that
you got a job with Apple from Steve Jobs.
Right.
Never happened.
It meant that you had been deceived in some way.
I'd have said robbed. Job doesn't sound right, but I was not smart.
Oh, still aren't.
What?
Jobbed and hosed. To me, those are
hose used to get used all the time.
Same to me as that definition of snow job. At least the first definition of snow job.
I got detention for telling one of my teachers she hosed me.
She shouldn't have hosed you.
Yeah. Actually, I think I said hose job. I was like, that's a hose job if I've ever heard one. She's like, that's man, you can have detention. I was like, fuck. Not that she sounded like that.
I'm pretty sure I just got detention for biting that kid. I don't know any other detentions.
They had detention back then? Because you were pretty young.
Yeah. Well, it was lunchtime detention.
There was no detention back then.
It made sense as detention because during lunch you would like get to play games and stuff with your friends once you were done eating. And so you were being robbed of that time.
I got detention once for having acne.
Is it because you were taking the stuff that Jessica Simpson advertised and you complained that it didn't work and they didn't like you bad-mouthing Jessica Simpson?
No, she was barely born when I was in high school. I think it was sophomore or junior year. We were doing a presentation where I was playing guitar or my guitar player in my band was playing guitar and I was singing. So it was kind of like a demonstration speech. And I had a short shirt on, but I used to have like shoulder acne and stuff.
Shackney.
Yeah. William Shackney. Love that guy.
No, Shackney Neil O'Neill.
Yeah, but and so I had a bump on my lower arm, and for some reason the teacher said that was an injection spot, like I'd shoot up heroin. So I got detention.
I feel like you would have been a lot more interesting if you were shooting up heroin.
I was pretty skinny though too. Straight as an arrow. I didn't even drink back then.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't smoke, didn't do any of those drugs, but yeah, I got a detention because she said that looked like a track mark, and I was like, I think I said the F word, but I said, I don't fucking do drugs. She's like, I know what a track mark looks like. And this is in front of the class. So I was like, good times. You know, and back then too, like having that little bit of acne and stuff, that was like harsh. Like, it's like you ever want to take your shirt off. Not that I was trying to be naked all the time, but could be embarrassing. So that alone was embarrassing, but getting accused of something that I was super against.
Yeah, you got detention for not doing something.
I got detention for being offended and mad that I was accused of using not even just like pot or something. It was heroin. They were like, she was accusing me of shooting up, and I'm like, you picked the worst one. You couldn't even just be like, I don't know if what's easier that you would inject, but yeah, she's dead now.
Good, probably from a heroin overdose.
She probably was. And it made all those days as an informer much harder on me, you know, to lick my boom boom down. My boom boom down. Am I right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I can think of a snow job from The Simpsons.
I bet you can. You probably think of a bunch.
Yeah. This one's kind of more corny and deals with snow specifically. But
as it should be.
When they were doing a winter dance and they were supposed to have fake snow that came from the rafters.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly what happened that they didn't get that, but it was the same episode that Bart and Homer decided that they were going to steal baking grease or fat or something that was coming off of the kitchen at Springfield Elementary.
Okay.
So that they could sell it. And somehow it was getting pumped back into the school, and they realized the mistake in their ways. So they tried to get it back into the school and they pumped it in, except that it went through the air ducts. And then it got chopped into little pieces and was like snow falling to the ground, but it tasted like French fries.
Which sounds actually amazing.
Gold.
Yeah.
Pure gold. Now I kind of want to go back and watch that episode because like I know that most of the details there are right, but I know that there needs to be some cleaning up there.
That means he's going to be calling me in a week. Oh, I looked it up. We need to fix it.
When he became Mr. Plow, that was a snow job. Literally. He was doing a job where he had to plow snow.
Okay.
Snow job.
I thought maybe you would use the one when they didn't, was their Halloween episode when they do the horror movies and they did the take on The Shining or The Shinnin.
The Shinnin.
Yeah, there's a snow job in that one. I love that episode.
No TV and no beer make Homer something. Go crazy. Don't mind if I do. Wow.
The Shinnin. Everything's better through the eyes of The Simpsons.
Everything. Even a Trump presidency.
Even a snow job.
Snow job.
All right. So have you liked this word?
I like the word. I don't know that, like words? I said before, I don't think that I would use it just because I've had other words that I've used for the same thing before.
Here's the challenge.
Okay.
We use it at Christmas this year. We don't tell anybody why. Maybe we just start saying snow job for everything.
I know exactly when we're going to use it.
When we're doing cocaine?
No.
That's the new thing we're doing this year. Like, you know, last year we did silly shoes. This year we're smoking or snorting.
Invariably, we'll end up playing a couple games of fibbage at least. And somebody will get really pissed because they'll be in the lead going into the last round. And then they'll lose because of a double deception. Yeah.
That was a snow job right there.
Yeah. Snow job if I've ever seen one.
All right. Yeah. Keep that locked and loaded. We'll have to use that. I like that. All right.
We know the family doesn't listen to us, so we'll totally be able to get away with it.
Thanks, family. Man, we should just go on a tirade right now about our family.
Nah.
Just started just some horrible.
Once we start making $20 a month off this thing,
who's going to be the losers then?
Who's going to come crawling back then?
Yeah. I just hope there's enough room for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Bandwagon's tiny.
Yep.
Get on while you can.
Among other things. But, you know, hey.
Much like our listener base, bandwagon is tiny. will never be popular enough where anybody will look at our podcast as anything other than proper school ratios.
Really?
So it's one of us to every 30 possible listeners.
Yeah. We're going to give up on this podcast one day and have like a couple hundred episodes in the bank and then go on our merry way. I'll probably be dead. And this son bitch going to take off. Like someone's going to find it and be like, these guys were amazing.
Yeah.
And they'll look you up and they'll be like,
I totally get it. We are for sure going to be the Vincent Van Gogh of podcasts.
And our grandchildren will be set for life.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah. We should do it like Prince, where we should just lock this shit in like a vault and nobody gets it.
Right.
And they can all fight over it. Like a snow job death match.
Let's sell it all to Justin Bieber.
Why Bieber?
I don't know. It was just the first name that came to mind.
Really?
I feel like he could use a little help recently, you know?
No, he needs the help that we can't help with.
Well, you don't know that.
Oh, I know.
Maybe he was getting too many snow jobs.
Is the Diddy job the same as a snow job?
Sure.
But I thought he used baby oil.
All right. It was a grease job.
Grease job. Nice. Had plenty of them in my life. Hey. No, actually, I used to work in the kitchen back in the day.
I wonder if you were the guy flocking
seagulls?
Yes. Flocking seagulls. I need all of you seagulls in one group, please. Mm-hmm. Great. You are now a flock.
That means such a good job.
Please continue about your day. No, there was flocking Christmas trees at the Christmas tree farm. Like, is that a snow job? Because you're making a tree look like
it's technically a snow job. That's a snow job. I think the best snow job you already thought is like guy has to plow the streets.
Sure.
Total snow job. It probably says it on his license plate.
Maybe just the guy that has to throw salt on the streets.
You know what snow job is? It's one of those little like ice cream snow cone places. Snow job. One of them has to be called snow job. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be, but in my world, it does.
Let's open one. We'll call it two-handed snow job.
Favorite snow cone right now?
Because the snow cones will be so big that you'll need two hands to
destroy my life.
Yeah. Favorite snow cone?
Yeah.
I don't know that
snow cone flavor.
Oh, I don't know. Like,
don't you dare say tiger's blood.
Tiger's blood.
Don't let me bring my own tiger's blood.
I don't know, because I don't know, like, now I've gotten into Hawaiian shave ice.
Wrong.
That's not wrong. I have gotten into Hawaiian shave ice. But you have to understand, when I think of a snow cone, it's not flavor based.
There's no cone. There's no cone.
Well, sure, there's that too. But no, what I'm thinking is, as a child, I had the Snoopy snow cone maker. And so I don't even care what flavor came out of that thing. It was fun.
Somebody's parents wouldn't buy me that.
Your parents?
Yes. I'm still a little bitter about it.
I thought you were going to finish that with, well, it sounds like somebody's parents loved him.
Somebody's going to get on Amazon tonight and order himself a freaking Snoopy snow cone maker.
I was going to say, they still exist.
I've always wanted one. Hey, is that my hint for my Christmas present from you this year?
No, the hint was you're not getting anything.
Not a Snoopy one?
No.
Fucking, that's a snow job if I've ever felt one in my pants.
Maybe.
It's cold.
I think I was pretty basic. I just like cherry.
Okay. I don't hate you on that. Because I would fluctuate from lemon lime to cherry until one day I did cherry grape. Like 1/2 grape, 1/2 cherry. Changed my life.
You could have done lime, cherry, and blue raspberry, and then you could have just done a...
The problem is it didn't matter which one you did. They all turned to brown mush once they mixed.
Yeah.
Because like I used to get the rainbow one that'd have all the flavors. And like halfway through it, I was like, it's like I'm eating baby shit.
Hey, look, it's motor oil.
Look how good I'm doing without Nero gum. You notice that?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the freedom of not having pants on.
Yeah. I can't speak for the listeners, but I would prefer that you put your pants back on.
Yeah, that sounds like a snow job if I ever heard one.
Yep.
I'm just going to say that after everything now. You want some extra eggs with your breakfast? That sounds like a snow job if I ever fucking heard one. My wife's going to be like, what?
So like sunny side up or what?
Did you check the mail today? That sounds like a goddamn snow job. Whiplash. Do you want to end this episode on a snow job?
What?
I was trying to get you to take us out of here. I've got nothing.
Well, concluding another snow job of an episode.
Mm-hmm. Did we just pull a snow job on our listeners?
I mean, if they listen through this entire episode, that's absolutely a
I thought they were getting a Christmas episode.
Yeah. Complete snow job.
Losers.
No. You're not losers. Please keep listening. Both of you.
Yeah, thank
repeatedly.
You. We can't lose half of you now. We keep coming into our listener count, our percentage rates.
Right.
Yeah, that's a snow job if I ever fucking heard one.
Can you stop saying that?
A fucking one? All right, I'll just say that's a snow job if I've ever heard of one. That better?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is snow job. This is Snow Joe Blow. Dan. Did I sell that?
Am I supposed to follow that?
Well, what? Yeah. You want me to think you have something clever for you?
This is Matster Plow.
Damn it. Why is he so much better at that than me?
I don't know. Because I'm Matster Plow. That's my name. That name again is Matster Plow.
It changes every time you say it.
Matster Plow. That's my name. That name again is Matster Plow.
We love you, Slangers. Happy holidays.
Klondike 5 PLOW.
Just wish the listeners a happy New Year and a special Christmas sauce sandwich. I don't know.
Happy Christmas for those who observe it, and Merry Hanukkah for those who observe that.
And happy holidays for the rest of you snow cone eting sons.
Oh, can we talk about that for a second?
Snow cone eating sons of bitches?
Yes, we need some time on this. Did you work any retail jobs?
Actually, technically no.
Oh. So you never worked a job where
5-finger discount don't count, right?
No.
Okay.
No. I worked some retail jobs, and it was that's where I learned the value of Happy Holidays versus Merry Christmas.
Victoria's Secret? That's where you worked?
No.
Yep. No, I'm telling you. You want a snow job?
No, it didn't work at Victoria's Secret. No, but that's where it got pounded into my head that you needed to say Happy Holidays instead of something else. But I always thought that was funny because, yes, there are several holidays in this particular season.
Pounded in the head once at Victoria's Secret.
I bet you did get pounded at once at Victoria's Secret. But like there are also so many people that don't celebrate the holidays at all. So,
oh yeah, true.
Is Happy Holidays really any better than saying Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or Happy Kwanzaa?
If you say Merry Happy to any of that and it offends you in any way, you need to just calm down and have a snow cone on me.
Right. Like, for instance, me saying Merry Christmas doesn't mean be a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me being dumb and not realizing you might celebrate something else. And that's fine.
Yeah. And there are times where like literally it'll be like, I'm in the moment, I'm like maybe looking at a giant Christmas tree and I'll be like, Merry Christmas, everybody. Because Santa's right there, like, rubbing on little boys and stuff. But it puts me in that mood.
That was just at the church.
Was it?
Yeah. Okay.
And then other times I'll just say Happy Holidays or like for all my Jewish friends.
Someday. So there was a thing I wanted to do when I was at the Wynn because we had the only 24-hour restaurant. So we had a full breakfast service.
What was that? To lose?
Yeah.
Get it? Because you're at the Wynn, but you want to lose. I took it there.
You can go ahead and cut that out of the episode if you want. Anyways, and so I wanted to do this promotion when we got into December, and it was going to be called Happy Hollandaise, and it was going to be a deal on all the Benedict dishes for breakfast.
Oh, not a trip to Holland?
No.
That would have been much better.
Well, people would have liked it better. Yeah, sure.
Totally.
I wonder if there's a way to combine those two ideas.
I wish there was a way you could go back in time and use my ideas.
If I could turn back time.
Oh, it's Kermit Shares in the house.
If I could find a way.
I'm turning this off
I'll
now.
take back all.
Oh.
And you'd stay. If I could reach the stars.
I'm turning this off. Dare me.
All right, fine.
Well, if you want to just sing us out,
Happy
we don't need a song at the end.
You'll really love the lobster. Happy Hollandaise to you.
Thank you, Master Blaster, or whatever your name was.
So sorry for all of you that had to listen to that. But if you really hated it, tell your friends about this episode. Put them through it too.
Nice. Clip that. Get it, make it a meme on TikTok for us.
This is apparently dropping on Christmas itself.
On Christmas.
Then I guess we'll see you in the new year.
Awesome. Bye, Slangers. So how many times do you think Frosty's had a snow job?
Ooh. Well, the version from the kids special, probably 0. Actually, here's a better question. How many pornos do you think there are?
With snow jobs?
Yes, where somebody has dressed up as Frosty and been given a snow job.
I don't know, but it's been making the rounds because
It has to be greater than 0.
no, that's the sequel to Less Than Zero. We've discussed.
No,
that.
they're the sequel to Less Than Jake.
No, Jake from State Farm is the sequel to Less Than Jake. The movie Wicked just came out based on that musical that's based on whatever, the Wizard of Oz. So in my TikTok feed, there's been a bunch of that stuff, but something came up like the people are sharing an actual porno that was made with Wizard of Oz. They filmed the whole movie and the actors actually sing like it's a musical. So they sing all the songs in it. And everybody's like, do you remember this? And I was like, I don't remember that. And I don't remember anybody, porn stars that were talented enough to sing. So it's like this meme thing going through the internet right now. So I don't know if it'll be even bigger by the time this comes out.
That's not really fair to them. Like, nobody cared about the other talents of porn stars.
I was kind of interested in it.
I'm sure they all had other talents.
Wouldn't that suck though? If you went that route and then got discovered in a porno for having a great voice, but they're like, sorry, you've already, you ruined that. We can't do anything with you.
Simon Cowell would still give him a chance.
You think so?
Yeah.
As he should. It's like, he's a good heart.
If there's one thing you can say about Simon Cowell.